Hello people, Yolande here, a day in the life, here to review the Creative Gallery ink paints. I talked about this in an earlier video, and if I can find it, I'll link it. But it was just like a opening, a unboxing, and I said I would come back and do a video on how they work. Um, I will open these up off camera and then we'll get to the review. Okay, this is what the actual set looks like. It's like 8 inks, um, yellow, orange, a light red, which is really a pink, a regular red, purple, teal, which is not teal, it's kind of a brown or mustard yellow, green, grass green, and black. And then it comes with a Lamy Safari knockoff fountain pen. The pen that I had it when I had it in the package is just a what you call it, a Jinhao trash pen that I kind of painted and didn't really do anything with, because I've got this one inked up already and I'm using it. So to keep the package together and looking decently, I stuffed that in there to keep the space. But we won't be using this one to make any things. So that's what that looks like. The first color I used was the grass green, and if you can see this, they all have this gold particulate in it, to make the inks shimmer. And so what you got to do is to mix this stuff together, you kind of shake it back and forth to make the particulate mix with the ink. I think the reason why they call them ink paints instead of shimmering inks is because of this particulate. Because it really is not the consistency of paint. It is the consistency of ink. It has this shimmer in it, and that's what makes it kind of special. Okay, so I've shaken the ink up and got the particulate in it. I'm using a dip pen because it'll be easier to change colors to show you what all of them look like. But this is the grass green. Come on. And I don't know if you can really see the shimmer that's on it, but it's a very subtle shimmer. I mean, you can see it, but I don't know. When you're writing with it, you can see it, but I don't know if you on camera can see it. So let's see if we can bring this up a little bit, and so you can see it. You kind of get the idea of it from this little spot here, this little spot there, but you can make it out if you look, but it might not show up that well on the video, but we're gonna try it anyway. Here's the yellow, which is very, very faint. It's a definite yellow. And I don't know, there again, it's so light that I don't know if you can see them. All these colors are lighter than I would like them to be. They just just because they're so light that a lot of times you can't see them. Okay, here's the orange. Which is a little bit better. Something that I do like about at least the bottles for the ink is that they come with this little rubber stopper so that when you seal it, it's less likely to leak. Especially if you um, keep them in this, the tray that they come in. Okay, here's the pink, what they call a light red. And I guess because all this stuff is made in China, they don't know what to call these things. I mean, not what to call them in English. That would be kind of interesting to know what the Chinese and the Asian words are for different colors. That would be really interesting to see or to find out. And this is the red. And what I'm doing is I'm shaking the bottle up to get that particulate, that gold shimmer to really mix. And I think somebody's been in my ink because it looks like there's not that much in here, and I have not used enough myself for it to be this low. Now, the purple, hopefully it'll come out. The purple is really, I guess the word is saturated with the particulate. I know that when I used it earlier, like a few days ago, the purple really showed the glitter. So let's see if it'll do it for you guys. Yeah, it's about what it was for the grass green. Maybe a little bit better. Maybe a little bit better. I'm sorry that the angle and everything is the way it is. I'm doing my videos at home again because the library's facilities have been unavailable pretty much all month. So bear with me. If I ever get back in there, I'll be able to do a better job, I think. Okay. This is what they call a teal. And I think what they meant to say was tan, because that's what it is. It's like you can see all the glitter and everything on my fingers, if nothing else. But teal to me is a blue-green. And this is definitely not a blue-green. This is a mustard yellow 10. a mustard yellow, if anything. Teal, teal. So I would call this either a dark yellow or a brown. This is definitely not a teal. And finally, the black. And yes, you have to shake it up. Now, what probably would be best or good is to have this, because this uh, dip pen has a fine nib. What would probably show this off better is a medium to a broad nib to show you what these things really look like. But most fountain pens come in fine. I'm having a hard time finding the pens that I like in anything other than a fine and the extra fine. So if I can find something in medium, I jump on it. Something I should have thought to do while I was, inking up each color was I could have done a color swipe with a, with a cotton swab, and that might have shown the glitter off a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit. But, I don't know if you can see it on the Q-tip. It's not really focusing. But it's there. You can just barely see it. But I don't know. If you want cheap ink and you don't really care whether it really sparkles or not, then I guess this is the way to go. And I guess I've got black ink all over my hands. But like I said, it was worth checking out. Um one more thing that I wanted to show you guys is this is the fountain pen that I was trying to show you, and I can't get it to focus. But it is got a hooded nib. And what I did was, when I found that the grass green was too light, I mixed it with green food coloring. And though uh, the shimmer is still there, but at least the ink is darker. Like I said, the shimmer does show up in all these colors. It's just so subtle that you can't really see it unless you can't see it on camera. You can see it when you're in person and you're looking at it and the light is just right, but on camera it just doesn't seem to want to show up. But like I said, these are nice inks. They're cheap. They'll work for you if you're in between, colors, in between buying, your brand name inks. They'll do in a pinch. So let me know if you like this video, or if you don't like it. Like and subscribe if you do like it. And hopefully I'll be able to get back to you with another video very, very soon. Talk to you. Bye.